good about where they are right now.
Oh, of course, and Cody Travis absolutely demolishing the competition so far, doing a fantastic job, you know, coming in 2-0 against Stingray, 2-0 against Pier, and likely 2-0ing all the way through since then. So he has been absolutely on a roll with the Brawlhalla pick. The Axe, the Blasters. This is just perfect Cody right now. This is like enormous bite Cody. This is enormous chomp Cody. I don't know what you want to call him, but this is peak. This is the pinnacle. Cosolix, on the other hand, we have the Lance, we have the Axe in right here. He's got the Scarlet in the back end, and he's got the adaptation play. So I'm ready to see some extremely high level, just peak gameplay from both of these players. They always make it pretty far in tournaments, typically like upper half of top 8 for either one of them, really. And I can't wait to see how this goes.
You see both players very evenly power ranked right now, power ranks 2 and 3, and in their set history, it's 4-2, favoring Cody Travis. So we'll see if Cosolix is able to bring that closer to a tie, then bring it 4-3 between these two. But oh my gosh, it's just axes! It's just axes swinging, man!
Cody Travis trying to make his way back. He's got the blasters right now. Cosolix getting the sidelight recovery. Not quite going to find that KO. The defense on Brawlhalla being extremely high, allowing him to survive just a little bit more. But there is no more recourse for him to get back to the stage, and that's going to be the first KO going the way of Cosolix, not having taken very much damage either. So this is Cosolix holding the stage right now.
Now, also, if you noticed on the stats that came up, it showed character playing percentages. And these two players are pretty unique in that they only really have 2 characters reported hardly at all. It's the Brawlhalla for Cody and the Diana for Cody. On the other side, it's the Scarlet with the huge majority, and then the Olgrim kind of bringing up the train for Cosolix. So we have players here who are playing mostly one character, but also a secondary character. And that's it. Very small character pools, very dedicated character pools for both of these players.
And that's not a bad thing either. I mean, having those characters that you just get used to, that makes you, more familiar with the signature kit, then that's, going to be a good thing. You have a better idea on when you want to use those signature moves. And both of these players having those level 100 characters, with both of these, with both Olgrim and the Brawlhalla, this is going to go a long way for them. They both have an extremely nice handle on when to use those heavy hitters. And right now, Cosolix throwing out that neutral sig, not going to find the connection there. Cody Travis with the Axe, looking for even more big damage buildup. It doesn't take too much, just the down air, the aerials, the side light, it all connects into each other. So Cody Travis trying to get those hits in, but he's having trouble just getting those starters right now. And Cosolix is doing a great job at just holding that movement down.
Sidelight recovery here coming out for Cosolix, going to be the knockout. Huge, huge lead for Cosolix here coming into this game, and Cody is struggling to find these initiation options. Finding him a little bit more here, but he just has Cosolix in the orange. D-Light into the recovery, not even red by the time that was over and all the damage was done, but a GCD sig is going to even it up just like that. Both of them fresh on their final stocks.
Cody Travis with the blasters, trying to space out just a little bit from the Lance play from Cosolix, sliding through down on the wall, using that platform as a little bit of cover. Cosolix with the sidelight neutral light is going to get a little bit of damage build up here on this fresh stock of Cody's. Cody's looking for a little bit more of the blaster play. There's a downlight into the side air. Neutral air read for the above, but Cosolix goes down and changes things up on Cody. Cody now getting pressure. The side sig hitting on that final hit, managing to avoid the first half of the damage with the neutral sig as well, forcing that weapon off of Cody, and now unarmed, doesn't even care. Is going to throw that weapon off of Cosolix as well with the recovery. Follow-up, side air onto Cosolix, weapon throw, trying to pressure the corner just a little bit more. Down sig again, side air. Cosolix backing off, and there is the side air, and Cody Travis taking it down. 1-0. Just a very clean game from both of them, and very close, holding on to as much life as they possibly can. Very, very good for both of these players.
Yeah, you can tell how close that game was, not just because they were both on last stock, both in the red, but they even got disarmed at basically the exact same time. Cody got disarmed, and then shortly after, Cosolix was disarmed of his weapon as well. So the damage timing and the amount of damage that they're taking, the pacing of it, is also very similar, despite just the raw damage number that they're taking. Cody opening up pretty strong here. That last nair there took Cosolix into the orange.
Those nairs are devastating. They have a lot of area of effect in those aerial battles. I mean, you have a lot of people just going up, trying to get away from people, trying to utilize more aerial space when they're running away from blasters, and they're just able to punish that so well. And Cody Travis right now getting so much damage on a Cosolix, throwing him off stage. That side air just barely getting interrupted from Cosolix's attack. And now Cody Travis, no weapon, getting the opportunity to push Cosolix off on stage. He has the axe. He's looking for the side airs. That's might be all he needs to really finish off Cosolix's stock. Oh, wow.
Nope. One thing Cody's been doing a fantastic job of is after he gets hit by a nair from Cosolix, especially when he's in knockout range, he hasn't fallen prey to the recoveries that Cosolix is throwing out. He's either like dodge down out of the way or fast fell down out of the way. So I wonder if Cosolix is going to change that up a little bit, maybe go for a gravity cancel neutral signature one way, so that time he spends charging it in the startup frames can get through that, also cover a larger area with the signatures, or maybe he'll go nair into gravity cancel neutral light, which will cover that more horizontal where Cody's been dodging and fast falling into. But this second stock, man, they are so even between these two players. It's so impressive how back and forth this is. This neutral light gonna turn Cody red. He's a little bit behind Cosolix. There's a weapon spot on the field. Here comes the blasters for him. Downlight barely missing at the side air. Turns Cosolix red.
Cosolix with the side air, pushing Cody Travis off stage, going for the recovery on his side, though, trying to read out Cosolix going really deep in, but he is going to catch him with the gravity cancel down sig, and Cody Travis taking Cosolix off the top is going to give him a little bit of a lead, the opportunity to extend the stock out, get a little bit of bonus damage against Cosolix, and just starting it off with the blasters, the side air into falling neutral air. It's going to be all he gets, though, as Cosolix does find that side light recovery off into the corner of the map. Cody Travis was incredibly damaged from all that lance play from Cosolix, and Cosolix just trying to get that going even more so now. More down lights, more down airs, more side airs. Oh, and the chainsaw coming
he doesn't
out.
Punish it? Oh man, Cosolix was just holding it there. I'm sure Cody was a little bit too nervous about peaking a little bit too high and going into the down signature, but man, he wasn't even able to punish that with a blaster side air. A little bit surprising.
Ooh, very nice spot dodge from Cosolix. Oh, he's going to get caught, though, and that's going to be the game right there as Cody Travis finds the neutral sig and just whips him right into work, right in that bottom right corner for game number 2. And that's going to even up the set as they go into game number 3. Remember, this is a best of 5, so this is not for the win, but this is going to be who gets the advantage in the set. Apocalypse again.
3, 2.
Now that we've seen Cody kill multiple times with the gravity cancel down signature, I want to point out something that Pugsy said earlier today about Blaster's knockout potential. Obviously, everybody knows about D-Light recovery or D-Light side air or stuff like that, but Pugsy mentioned that if you're not picking a Blaster's character with good signatures, you can sometimes struggle to kill with Blasters themselves because it relies on you picking up the D-Light or just getting a ton of damage on your opponent hitting side air, something like that, which is why this Barraza pick is so good for Cody. He's not having to rely on those downlight recoveries all the time, especially on an opponent who can sometimes be in the air for an extended period of time, like a Lance player like Cosolix. So the fact that he has that gravity cancel down signature is such a strong knockout option for him.
Great with the blasters, Cosolix throwing the axe away, just trying to get. Even if he takes the, even if he loses the stock right here, I think he's going to be comfortable. But he did pick up the lance, so that means he's going to be forced into. He's just throwing his weapons quite a bit. I don't know what he's looking for right now. But Cosolix holding onto the axe this time around, finding the neutral light. Cody Travis trying to make his way back onto the stage. The side light, no, the down light, down air coming out. The side light now coming out, looking for that recovery, but it's going to get read out by Cosolix. Just backstepping. Flying backwards, finding that side air, and just throwing Cody all the way across the stage.
Axe here now, the weapon for Cody Travis. Probably trying to find the side air, staying grounded, looking for the side air. Now he's in the air, 2 side airs, gonna whiff. No punish for Cosolix. There's the recovery, the backside of it, sending Cosolix all the way to that top left corner. Blaster is now in Cody's hands. A weapon spawn comes in. It's right above Cosolix. He's going to eat a down air into the side light.
Playing exhausted on the wall as well, being a very dangerous position for both of them. And now Cosolix getting a little bit more damage right now. Cody Travis looking for an opportunity to get a little bit of blaster damages, but no overhead. The Nair didn't opt to go for that down air either, because, I mean, if you miss that, that can lock you in that animation for quite a while. Cosolix looking for that neutral stake. He's starting to run the table onto Cody Travis right now, getting Cody Travis thrown all over the place, and Cody is not able to find the wall touch. Unfortunately, if he was able to throw the weapon away a little bit sooner, he might have been able to utilize like a unarmed down air to kick into the wall. That could have been an option, but I think he believed that wall was in reach.
Now, we saw Cody's previous set with Stingray, where he was able to shut down all momentum, but that entire second stock of Cody's, Cosolix had so much Lance momentum. A completely different player going from one Lance player in Stingray to another Lance player in Cosolix. Finds the side air, though. Not too much damage on him, about 50. He's going to pick up the axe. There could be another weapon spawn coming in soon. It's going to go all the way to the left side of the stage. Weapon spawn gods favoring Cosolix here. Going axe v axe, which we saw previously, kind of win in Cosolix's favor. Oh man, definitely going in Cosolix's favor, and a knockout off the top. Gonna take that victory, put the set count to 2-1. Still in Cody's favor, but Cosolix is fighting back.
That's an enormous hit for Cosolix to find off on the top. That was a six-piece hit after hit, where he was just finding every single hit that he could ever want right there, right on a Cody Travis. Getting that pinwheel right off on the top is enormous, and that's going to be Cosolix taking the set 2-1, like you said, and taking that advantage. Cody Travis, this is his game to win or lose right now. He's going to have to bring things all together, get that adaptation in check, and get this damage onto Cosolix in just the right way. He needs to bring that Cody Travis back from the last set that we watched him play. That was pinnacle Cody right there.
Ooh, Cody goes for the D-light into the side light, which isn't going to be true at that health range onto Cosolix. So an interesting choice there from Cody going for that. Oh, what? How did he dodge through that?
Wow, I did not. How did that last that long that he could avoid both of the hits from that side sig? That had to be perfect timing from Cosolix, because too soon you get hit by the first hit, too late and you get picked up by the second. So that is enormous from Cosolix.
Hot dodge through the side air, but the neutral light still does connect. Cosolix still holding on, saving that recovery for as long as he possibly could in case Cody wanted to come down there. Side air is going to be the knockout, but that did take a lot of damage for it to be a Blaster's side air onto Cosolix on this higher defense character like an Ulgrim here. But still, Cody Travis didn't take a lot of damage. In the meantime, and just as I say that, he turns orange, and that's the orange knockout I was talking about earlier with Lance Ground Pound.
It looked like Cody actually threw a dodge out right there, but I think he dodged into the wall and lost those invulnerability frames as soon as he got the touch. So that actually allowed, I think, Cosolix to actually even get that hit in the first place. But Cody Travis not missing a beat right now, coming in right off the respawn, picking up the blasters and getting a ton of damage right off the respawn. Very nice mentality from Cody to just keep going and not worry about a thing as he continues along. The blaster play is getting a lot more damage out right now. Cosolix dodges are phenomenal as he avoids an enormous amount of damage. I don't even, like, if I went back through this single game by itself, I would wonder how much damage he has avoided from just perfect spot dodges or dodges in general at this point.
Ooh, chase dodging up, going for the second Nair. Now, they did make changes to Nair recently, making the juggling with multiple Nairs a little bit more difficult to do. And I don't know if that's why Cody hasn't been getting hit by them, or if it's been his positioning and timing to not get hit by them. But regardless, Cosolix isn't juggling people with Nairs like he used to. See the side air coming in. That Nair not having enough range, trying to sair back to the platform. Cody finds the side air on the axe for the knockout. A tiny, teensy bit of a lead. But Cosolix coming in. Here's his axe. We could see a quick knockout
Cody
here.
Get a lot of chopping in. He's got a lot of bonus damage he can build up right now. And Cosolix right now taking 3 hits so far. He's going to start getting the damage onto Cody Travis. That neutral light from the unarmed kit. Cosolix looking for the recovery. That will, I believe, take the KO off Cody Travis at just the right positioning on stage. I think it'll definitely lead to a KO. Both of the players playing a footsies game, trying to be very careful, looking for that punish opportunity, but realizing no one. Ooh, the timing just barely missing the recovery distance from Cosolix. There's the recovery off the top, and there's Cosolix finally equalizing those stocks. Cody Travis, no weapon right now as Cosolix tries to control the map, and that Lance coverage is going to make it a lot more difficult for Cody to get in and grab a weapon.
Cody is unarmed. He's able to dodge through the side air from Cosolix. Here comes the axe and the neutral signature. It knocks out Cody Travis, taking the game, taking the set. 3-1 against Cosolix. Lance player into Lance player. Victory into victory. And now Cody Travis finds himself in the